There is no joy today in the village of Yo Creek. Three of its brightest sons, 23-year-old Mainor Hernandez, 26-year-old David Gongora, and 22-year-old Jovanni Gongora, will not be here to celebrate Christmas with their families. These best friends' lives were tragically cut short on Saturday night when Hernandez's Ford pickup collided with a Tillett's bus as they were traveling into Orange Walk Town to continue a night of socializing.
There were 3 occupants in the F-150 pickup. However, they were trapped inside the vehicle with extensive damage. With the assistance of the fire department personnel from Orange Walk Town, the 3 occupants of the vehicle who were apparently dead with serious head and body injuries were freed, thereafter transported to the Northern Regional Hospital where they were pronounced dead on arrival.
How was the lighting condition in the area at the time?
That piece of road doesn't have any street lamp to start.
Okay. Did the bus and the pickup have any, what do you call those, indicators or so to indicate who's going in which direction?
Both vehicles were found on the right-hand side of the road traveling towards Yo Creek. However, the police are still trying to establish as to who appears to be at fault for the accident. They're still under investigation.
All we spoke to said the young men stood no chance at the moment of impact. The family of Jovanni Gongora, an employee of Golden Princess Hotel and Casino in the commercial free zone, and the married father of a 3-year-old son, would not speak to us on camera, but the heartbroken wails of his mother coming from their residence this afternoon tells its own story. Around the corner, David Gongora's family was comforted in their grief by staff of the Sugar Industry Research and Development Institute, where he was an employee for this past year.
He was a very hardworking man. He was dedicated. He put his work. Sometimes he could really put his work sometimes above anybody else, but mainly because he does it because he knows that he wants to support his family here too. I know he loves his mom so much, and his mom, sometimes he gives his mom a hard trouble, sometimes he doesn't, but the thing is that everything that he's done is for everybody's best interest, deep inside his heart.
What did he do for a living?
I think what he usually told me before when he used to talk about his work is that he used to go train other farmers, or they used to train other co-workers on how to do specific things in the task when it comes to security. That's as far as that I know about his position in that job.
Okay, how long did he work there? And
I would estimate maybe about a year.
Okay, so 1 year into the
About estimation, yeah.
So this is a general gathering of the family and supporters.
I mean, what about Yo Creek is that everybody here is already like one family themselves. So when anything happens, everybody knows about it and everybody just comes to support. That's how we are here in this village.
Yo Creek is small enough that the accident victims lived a stone's throw from each other. In fact, Mainor Hernandez's family lives right across from David Gongora's. Mainor's cousin, Zulmi Bab, visiting all the way from Shinoshin Corozal, told us about that friendship and the devastating impact of the accident on her family.
They were usually friends and were young people that were past time together, playing football, going to the fields, and had a lot of time together then, and that's why.
And they died together. Talk to us about how this impacts your family and how you remember Mainor.
Well, this impacted our family very bad because we didn't expect this accident to occur, and their parents weren't here, and his father wasn't here, and that's why he felt it a lot because they didn't thought he was coming out of his job and only got paid, and then he decided to go to Orange Rock, and when they came, he was not here, and for them was very terrible what happened to him then.
Hernandez and David and Jovanni Gongora, who are not related despite having the same last name, did almost everything together. Their collective loss overwhelms the village, but Wade says everyone has lasting memories to solve their pain. He shared one of his about David.
It's tragic. Every time we have Christmas now, we're going to remember this. It's not gonna be like it was in the past when we used to have Christmas anymore. I remember him as loving a lot of dogs. He's a really dog person. As you've seen him a while ago, if you took a tape of a chase, the big German Shepherd, he's all about dogs. I mean, there was a time when I even brought my own dog when I came to live here for a while, and he just treated that dog as his own, and then that dog ended up liking him more than us. We're the owner.
Police investigations continue, but Inspector Mendez has this timely and terse message for drivers traveling in the holiday season.
The only advice we could give to the drivers is to stay within the speed limit, and if they are going to drive, not to drink, and if they are going to drink, not to drive.
From Yo Creek, Orange Walk District, Aaron Humes reporting for News 5.